Hey, it's Chelsea. I wanted to make this video a long time ago, back at the beginning of my season, but now it's already February, so I guess better late than never. I wanted to do a video talking about how it was coming back to skiing after an injury that I sustained while skiing, and I haven't given a knee update in quite a while. It's going well since it's already February and I'm back on skis. But yeah, if you're coming back from an injury, maybe you're interested in how my process went. So let's talk about it. So as you probably know by now, I got hurt hitting a rail last season. I ended up tearing open my knee on a bolt on the side of the rail, fracturing off a few pieces of my patella, partially tearing my PCL, partially tearing my quadriceps tendon, and sending the chondropathy on the back of my patella from stage 3 to stage 4. So I had a bunch of issues. I spent the whole summer figuring those issues out, trying to rehab them, doing a lot of physio, doing a lot of work to regain strength and range of motion in my knee. And at the beginning of December, I decided to ski for the first time again. Well, actually not the first time again. I did get on skis in April, but so in December, I decided to ski for real for the first time again. By that time, my knee definitely wasn't yet 100%. I would say it was like 80%. It was still a lot weaker. I mean, that whole leg was a lot weaker than the other leg. I definitely had some trust issues. I wasn't so much scared that I would re-injure it, but more just scared that it could take the intensity of skiing. So I went out on my first day and I ended up skiing for about 3 hours, start to finish. And at about 3 hours, my knee started to complain like that is enough for me, which I was actually happy about. Like, okay, you got 3 hours, good. Now you know your limit. I definitely didn't trust the knee so much. You can see it in my turns. I'm still skiing very gently, quite slow. I did do one little tiny jump.
Yeah.
And it did annoy the knee. It didn't hurt, but the knee was like, ooh, what are you doing? And I had decided I'm not going to do freestyle again for a while. The plan wasn't to do it again until February, but just to get back into skiing. So anyway, that was my first day. Came back at the end of December and started to ski even more. I started to then do a couple days in a row, like 2 or 3 days in a row I could handle, and always about 3 hours. And then I started building that up, like, oh, okay, today it's 3 hours and my knee isn't complaining yet. Let's see how much more we can do. And then it was like 3.5 hour day, 4 hour day, 4.5 hour day. So I kind of built up the length of each day gradually. At night, after skiing, my knee was annoyed all that time. Some nights it was a little swollen. Some nights it wasn't swollen, but just achy, and I would put like some cream on it. It was never like painful, but I could tell it just, yeah, was a lot what I was putting it through. But I didn't feel like, hold on, I'm getting off a lift. I didn't feel like anything I was doing was too much. I still really tried to listen to my body, make sure that I wasn't pushing myself past like my ability. Good. So after that kind of initial, I would say like week or like 7 to 10 days of skiing, I noticed that a lot of my apprehension was gone. I was skiing more aggressively. I was going into powder. My knee, as the days went on, complained less and less in the evenings after skiing. So I didn't have to put any cream on it anymore or ice it or anything. I think my stamina got built back up. So I went back to freestyle actually much earlier than I planned to. I went back end of December and just started hitting small jumps and doing a few small features that I'm very confident on, just to get that feeling back and get my confidence back up. And that felt quite good. After that, I would say maybe from days like 14 on, it was like, okay, you're back. Anything I could do before, I feel confident to do now. I don't notice really my knee at all when I'm skiing. Sometimes if I land a front flip really back seated and then I have to like pull myself up, it does kind of piss off that knee and that quad. But it's not bad. It's just like, oh yeah, don't land back seated. Yeah, and I feel kind of back to normal. I didn't expect that. I thought that I would take a lot longer and it would be a lot more gradual, like the return to redoing things I already could do. And I was really happy to see that basically all my tricks were still there. Like I didn't lose anything. It was all kind of like riding a bike. Before the first time, again, you're a little nervous and then you do it and you're like, oh yeah, I still know how to do a 360. Today is my 28th day skiing this season. Just over a year now since my day of injury. So I'm really, really happy to be back. If you're injured or coming back from an injury, maybe some of my experience helps you, and good luck. Don't despair, just keep doing what you need to do and you'll get back to where you want to be. So that's all for this vlog. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.